What is potential? People know what the word means, but as powerful as it may seem, because it sets apart or differentiates people, for example, we may say this person realized his full potential. This may be someone we're familiar with when we think about someone like Einstein or Mozart versus other people who we feel may not have reached their highest potential. These are the ways we separate people around what we feel is the realization of their potential. And usually this is mentioned as if some opportunities had been missed. We have a general idea of what potential means, and we use it as a wedge to separate people who have done all of the candidate work that it seems is necessary for them to achieve a certain level of accomplishment, versus people who don't seem to have achieved everything that they could have done. And perhaps maybe another way to define or think about what potential is to say potential is what you do about the number of opportunities that may have been presented in your life. But yet, even that is a slippery concept, because opportunities are a sort of subjective possibility. When we say we had the opportunity to become famous, perhaps by working with this person, or following on this kind of work that we were doing, or when we say you could have reached a level of recognition for it, yes, it's possible to say that we had opportunity. And we have opportunities to be the best friend or the best family member that we can be. We had opportunities to do everything that we could with our own selves. The problem with this, however, is that you can say that a lot of people didn't have certain opportunities, probably as a result of socioeconomic situations that they may have come from. If someone is, for example, from the inner city, or they may be a certain kind of minority, or they may have encountered certain kinds of problems when they were growing up, then it's often said that they don't have the same opportunities as other people of wealth, for example, or who perhaps received a certain kind of exchange or education, certain kinds of gifts. And that perhaps is actually true, except that it also seems that opportunities are things that present themselves all the time. They're not selectively available to us in the way that we might think. That, I believe, is a subjective error. The feeling that somehow opportunities only come up every so often, when in fact opportunities are everywhere. Because an opportunity doesn't mean that a door is open to you to do something outside of a given challenging situation. When we speak about people with those kinds of opportunities because they were wealthy and so on, it's as if to say that those people had a sort of different kind of potential. Something was provided, something was given, something was offered, and they also didn't have the same great, perhaps, challenges that other people may have had. As if to say, challenge is not exactly an opportunity. Many people have had challenges. Lots of people may have been economically challenged or in some other way, but it seems to me that an opportunity and a challenge are very similar things. Many of the challenges that some people look at, in which they interpret as a kind of limitation or something that presents an insurmountable obstacle, these require rethinking. These can be seen actually as opportunity. You can say, no one else is doing this, I'll do it. When we think about challenges and opportunities in that sense, the only real difference between them is the attitude of the person looking at the circumstance that may be seen as an opportunity or as a challenge. The potential is always there, but it seems people sometimes think that their inner potential is conditioned or dependent on having the fewest possible challenges and the greatest number of opportunities. And so then when they have opportunities that will fulfill their potential, often it might be the case that someone will get a scholarship And they say, I'm going to take that scholarship, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to make a career. But if you didn't have that scholarship, is it not possible to see whatever circumstance you were in also as a kind of opportunity? Perhaps not one within some educational institution, but there's still something that you can do outside of these things. You can do something at any time. And so potential is exactly just that. Doing everything you can with everything that you can do is really the only measure that you need to think about. Thinking about where you're going to go and what you're going to do in your life. You don't really need to worry about anything else. Your creativity around circumstances is really what defines your potential. It was incredibly difficult in the 1800s to invent the light bulb. No one could do it. No one had done it. Thomas Edison accomplished it. So what was, at the beginning, something that was very difficult for a lot of people, so much so that they didn't even try, was for him not so difficult that it wasn't worth trying. And there again, a challenge to one person or many people can become an opportunity to someone else. And by having done that, he fulfilled the inventive potential of his own life as an inventor. He created something that changed humanity. As Spencer Tracy says in a movie in which he played Thomas Edison, in character he tells his wife, "I walked away with sunlight in my pocket." That's the summary for all of what potential is. What you can do has nothing to do with what's been given to you.